Monica, good morning to you.
Hi, Monica.
Hey, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys had a great weekend. You have fun this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
It was busy out there. Did you have a good weekend?
I know. I did. It was awesome. And I was so pumped up about this next interview because I just love this guy. Las Vegas, guys, is the entertainment capital of the world. You know that. But everything came to a screeching halt during the pandemic. Y'all know how it happened. Finally, though, our city is coming back. And joining me live is this man I like to call family. I just love him. I gush over him all the time. So I'll just apologize now. This is Chuck Bowling. He is the president and COO of Mandalay Bay, Delano, and the Luxor. Yeah, he's the king of the Strip. I'll get in trouble for that. But anyway, good morning, Chuck. How are you?
Good morning, Monica. Great, Monica. How are you doing today?
I am doing so good. Hey, listen, you know, I want to paint the picture, Chuck, of what happened last year because we were thriving. Things were going well. And I remember the day because Delano had reached out to you. Things were starting to happen. And we heard that, okay, the Strip is about to shut down. And the moment he reached out to you, you responded back to him and said, I just locked the doors of Mandalay Bay. And we were shaken. I can't imagine how you were feeling. What was that day like?
Well, it's something I'll never forget. I mean, we were in a meeting just 30 days earlier talking about what was going to potentially be the best year in Mandalay Bay's history. And then we had a chance to gather our employees and on top of this pandemic and say, I'll tell you what, we're going to close these doors on March 12th and I'll see you in April. I just didn't know it was April 21. I missed it by that much. But I will paint a picture for you that's hard to believe where we were and how far we come. About a year ago, I finished putting up our last piece of plywood on all the doors to make sure the building's safe. 1 year ago, I was standing in the middle of Mandalay Bay with all the lights off with myself and a handful of employees. And that's when reality really set in. And it was a very, very scary time as far as where we were. And quite frankly, we didn't know where we were going. And so I remember it like it was yesterday. But we always talk about Las Vegas and Mandalay Bay and about being this great, exciting energy town, but it's a town of perseverance. We went into mode of how are we going to take care of our employees? We started how we're going to communicate to them. We started through the MGM Resorts Foundation, raising millions of dollars to make sure that our team was going to have the ability to survive this mess. No idea how long it was going to take.
Yeah, and Chuck, you know what? I know this for a fact, and ladies and gentlemen, I think you all know me well enough to know I don't fake the funk. This man, I have watched him walk the floor of Mandalay Bay, speak to his people. He addresses a lot of them by name. He walks, he touches and connects with his people. I have not seen that done with a lot of people in his position. So I just want to put that out there. Chuck Bowling really cares about his folks. So Chuck, as you were going through that process and you were thinking, I know you have to pull yourself together because you got to be the leader. Mind, body, spirit, emotions. How are you right now as you guys ramp up to reopen, get everybody back to work?
Well, it's an exciting time, and I don't know who's leading who. When you watch an employee who's been off for a year walk through that front door and the energy and excitement that you see in their eyes and the bounce and the step, it motivates me because it's been a long year. It's been a long year about protecting our buildings, protecting our employees, communicating with our employees. But now that we're coming back, and it's been an exciting day all the way from June of last year to the incredible ramp up we've seen over the last 8 weeks. We are seeing numbers that we haven't seen since 2019, and some numbers, quite frankly, are better than 2019. So it's an exciting time, and we want to do it first and foremost with health and safety in mind. And of course, the key to that is everybody getting vaccinated. It is absolutely critical that people coming to Las Vegas know that we've got a safe and healthy environment so that they feel comfortable coming here and letting their hair down and have fun. So again, I'm happy to lead the employees, but quite frankly, the employees are leading me because of the energy and excitement, and I'm just trying to hang on.
Well, you are hanging on well, my friend. Okay, so if everybody is watching this right now, they're like, I don't know if I'm ready to come to Las Vegas. Entice them to come to Las Vegas. Tell them what they're in store for at the Mandalay Bay and Luxor.
Well, you're going to see a lot of energy and excitement. The greatest restaurants in the world are now open. Some of the greatest entertainment is starting to come back at Carrot Top and Fantasy. We announced that Blue Man Group and Cirque is coming back this summer. I know all of us are dying for live entertainment. We can't wait for it to come back. But more importantly, the entertainers can't wait to get back on the stages. So if you missed a concert over the last 4 or 5 years, you're in store for the fact that you're probably going to see them come on tour and you're going to see them come through Las Vegas. The pools are coming back. The one thing that I will say is that we need our convention business to come back. And I'm here to report that the convention business is starting to come back in June. The second half of the year looks great for Mandalay Bay's Convention Center, but Las Vegas Convention Center and the whole part of that. And that's kind of some of the final pieces that we're excited to see back, which brings more employees back to Mandalay Bay and Luxor.
All right, Chuck, now you know I'm going to press you for this. I know you got a lot of secrets. You care to share any with us? Any surprises coming up that you want to break right here on Mondays with Monica on 8 News Now?
Well, I'm going to tell you, we got good news coming. Almost every week coming up for the next several months are going to be something new that's going to be opening. And we certainly have what we believe is going to be an exciting announcement in early summer about something coming to Luxor that we will announce shortly. But every week is something coming up. Of course, one thing that we know about the entertainment capital of the world, great production shows, great entertainment shows, but things we were missing was things surrounded about a stadium tour coming up. And by the way, there's this little thing right next to Mandalay Bay and Luxor called the Allegiant Stadium that we're ready to activate and get going. And I think Garth Brooks is going to kick that off on July 10th, and then the rest is history.
All right, my friend. Hey, I'm out of time, but I want to say finally, thank you. You know, we announced that the MOJ show is coming to the Mandalay Bay, Delano, and like everything and everybody else, we were completely shut down as a result of the pandemic. But I want to say thank you for staying in touch with us, me and my team, especially my husband Delano. Thank you for inviting us, and we are still coming. So is the door still open?
Come on down. One and all, we're excited to welcome everybody back to Mandalay Bay, Delano, Luxor, and quite frankly, all of Las Vegas. High tides lifts all boats, so we're excited about what's happening in Las Vegas.
All right, Chuck Bowling, thank you so much. We so appreciate it, and good luck to you and the peeps over at Mandalay Bay, the entire Las Vegas trip with Mandalay Bay and Luxor. You got it going on, my friend. We appreciate you. Take care.
Thank you, Monica.
All right. Okay. And don't forget, folks, to catch my MOJ show Facebook Live tonight at 7 p.m. Yeah, you know we're going to be talking about this again, so you can watch the replay with Mr. Chuck Bowling. And Sherry, I know you know Chuck as well. We actually were talking about him. There was an event. I can't remember what event we were at, but we were sitting at the same table. Everybody gushes over Chuck.
Yes.
And in our little circle, everybody says, you know, everybody loves Chuck. That's the saying.
Everybody loves Chuck.
He's not like other COOs. You know, he's a cool guy.
He really is a very cool guy. Well, you can hear his email going off. Ding, ding. Yeah, people watching him on TV this morning. Hey, Chuck. Cool. You got your own show on Good Day Las Vegas.
Yeah. And his wife, Claire, supports him. Love you, Claire. Good job.
All right. Nice to have some inside information there.